Hi my dear students, welcome back to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. Today I am going to explain new topic. That topic name is wastewater story, or you can say wastewater treatment. Before going to explain about the wastewater story, I would like to give small introduction about the importance of the water. See students, you just imagine your day without the water. No, it is very tough for us to imagine a day without the water. See children, we need importance of water. I am telling about the importance of water. We need water for many purposes, like the first and foremost use is drinking, and for cooking, for cleaning our eatables, vegetables, all these things we used to wash with the help of water only. And drinking, for bathing we require the water, and for industrial uses, for industries, for agriculture we require water. For mining also we require the water. See, water plays very crucial role in our day-to-day activities. And one more important point about the water is, students, water is considered as the universal solvent. Universal solvent. Even the plants do require the water for their survival. Every living creature requires some basic requirements such as air, water, food and all. Okay, so here we are going to discuss about the wastewater treatment. See, as the population increases, as the globalization increases, see, the water is getting polluted day by day. See, here with this polluted water, we are suffering a lot. Not only we, other lower organisms, other plants also facing lot of problem. Why? What is the reason? See children, the first and foremost reason is the pollution. We, due to the human activities, we ourselves spoiling our mother nature. Okay, see what we are doing, we are excreting all very harmful toxic chemicals into the nature. So these chemicals, they are mixing with the natural water bodies. So these natural water bodies getting polluted. Again we'll drink that water. So obviously we'll be fall to sick. Not only we, other lower organisms such as aquatic organisms, n number of fishes and n number of water creatures are dying. Okay, so in order to sustain in the nature, we required all the natural resources. Okay, so we have to protect the natural resources in excellent way. And you know, human beings are the highly matured social animals when compared to the other living creatures. The reason is that we ourselves spoiling our nature, not any other dog or a cattle is spoiling the nature. So it is our responsibility to take necessary precautions to reduce the water pollution, air pollution, soil pollution and all. So we have to follow some methods so that somewhat we can give a good nature to our future generation. Okay children, that's the reason today we are going to explain about the wastewater story. Okay, see children, in the previous class we have seen about the triple R. Okay, what is this? Triple R means reduce, reuse and the recycle. So it is almost very applicable to the water wastage treatment also. First of all, we need to reduce the usage of the water. For example, for our bathing, generally if we prefer to take bath of minimum 4 buckets, we have to reduce it to half. 2 buckets of water is sufficient for the bath. Okay, then reuse. So we can reuse vegetable washed water will be cooked water will be we can pour the particular water into the plants for the plantation. And the recycle, that is, this recycle process will come under the wastewater treatment or sewage treatment. Now let us study about the actual topic, wastewater treatment. What is a wastewater? See, first let us study about what is a wastewater. Wastewater is a term that is used to describe waste materials that includes industrial liquid waste, sewage waste that is collected in towns and urban areas and treated at the urban wastewater treatment. Generally, students, first we are talking what is a wastewater. See, especially we will get more amount of the wastewater in the cities than the villages. The reason is that in the cities, hospitals, banks, hotels, domestic areas, apartments are there, schools are there. So all these things, they'll be excreting lot of waste materials day by day. Then what happening here? See, this sewage water is giving the outlet to the nearby water bodies. Wastewater is a term that is used to describe waste material that includes industrial liquid waste and sewage waste that is collected in towns and urban areas and treated at urban wastewater treatment plants. Let us see. You just see the picture here. With the help of the pumps, we are excreting the waste into the nearby water bodies such as lakes, ponds and the canals. Wastewater treatment. What is the wastewater treatment? What is the actual procedure involved in this wastewater treatment? A process to convert wastewater, which is water no longer needed or suitable for its most recent use, into an effluent that can be either returned to the water cycle with minimal environmental issues or reused. Okay. Next, water contaminates. What are the expected water contaminants? Suspended solids, biodegradable organics, pathogenic bacteria, nutrients, especially nutrients like nitrogen and the phosphorus. Okay. Where does wastewater come from? From residences, commercial institutions, dairy and industrial establishment. Residences such as human and animal excreta and the water used for washing, bathing and the cooking. Okay, generally in the residence purpose, animal excreta, human excreta and water, already used water, drained water, wastewater. Commercial institutions and dairy and industrial establishments like slaughterhouses waste, dairy waste and tannery wastewater, etc. Where does it all go? So where this wastewater will go on mixing. Where does the water from washer go? See, by the gravity flow, waste is on its way to your local wastewater treatment plants. When you flush the toilet, where does the content go? See, this is the diagrammatic representation showing drainage system. And why we have to treat the wastewater? What is the reasons? Cause a demand for dissolved oxygen, lower dew levels of the streams, adds nutrients like nitrate and the phosphate to cause excessive growth, increases suspended solids, sediments in the streams. Next, objectives of wastewater treatment: reduce organic content, removal or reduction of the nutrients, removal of inactivation of the pathogenic microbes. What are the three objectives here which we need for the wastewater treatment? Reduce organic content, that is BOD. Removal or reduction of the nutrients from the wastewater. Removal of or inactivation of the pathogenic microorganisms. See, we have to inactivate the pathogens which are present in the wastewater. Levels of the treatment. Primary and there are secondary levels. First, let us talk about the primary level. Removal by physical separation of such as grit and the large objectives, materials to landfill for disposal. Sedimentation and screening of the large debris. Okay. Secondary, biological and chemical treatment. So this secondary treatment involves biological and the chemical treatment of the wastewater. Aerobic microbial process like sludge, organic matter when mixed up with the oxygen. So obviously they will be converting into the carbon dioxide, ammonia, water. Okay, there are two levels of the treatments are there, primary and the secondary level. Primary level, so they'll be using the physical barriers to separate the waste like grit and the large objectives, and sedimentation, screening of all the debris. In the secondary level, so they'll be using the biological and the chemical treatments to separate the waste from the water. See children, pipes take the water to treat center. See, these are the pipes. First they'll be collect the water. Screening stage. So here this is the screening stage. Primary treatment stage. Primary treatment stage. Secondary treatment stage. This is the final one. And finally they'll be filtered into the river. Treatment stages. Primary treatment. First let us discuss the stages. Typical materials that are removed during the primary treatment includes fats, oils and the greases. These are very typical to separate from the water. Like they'll be float on the surface of the soil. They'll not mix with the soil. Simply they'll be float on the surface of the soil. Sand, gravels and the rocks. Larger settleable solids including human waste and etc. Floating materials. What are different types of materials? First one is fats and oils or greases. Sand, gravels and the rocks. Larger settleable solids including human waste and the floating materials. Methods used in the primary treatment. What are the general methods used in the primary treatment are bar screens, grinding, grit chamber, sedimentation tank, primary settling tank. It is followed by the chlorination of the effluent. They will be adding the chlorine to the effluent. Bar screens, grinding, grit chamber, sedimentation tank, primary settling tank, chlorination of the effluent. Primary treatment. See, screens are here, grit chamber is there, sedimentation tank is there. And sedimentation tank, primary settling tank, first, what is happening in the sedimentation tank? It removes grease and oil. But first of all, it removes the grease and oil. Fecal solid settles. Floating materials rise to the surface. Produce a homologous liquid for later biological treatment. So, as a result, what will happen? A homologous sludge is formed. Fecal sludge are pumped into the sludge treatment plant. Primary settling tank. Wastewater is inside the tank. Sludge is separated. Sludge finally settle the wastewater outlet. Secondary treatment, it involves, as I said in the previous slide, that it involves biological treatment. Activated sludge, trickling filters, oxidation ponds are there. Activated sludge process, like primary wastewater mixed with the bacteria, sludge and air or oxygen is pumped into the mixture. First what they'll do, primary sludge water, they'll be mixed with the bacteria and they allow the air through this matter. Both aerobic and anaerobic bacteria may exist. See, you know what do you mean by aerobic and anaerobic bacteria? First let me explain. Aerobic means the bacteria which survives in the oxygen presence. In the presence of oxygen is aerobic bacteria. Anaerobic means anaerobic bacteria means it doesn't require the availability of oxygen. Doesn't require oxygen. That is anaerobic bacteria. Aerobic and anaerobic bacteria. So this both the type of bacteria is mixing in the sewage treatment. This promotes the bacterial growth and decomposition of the organic matter. See, by allowing both the types of bacteria such as anaerobic and aerobic bacteria, it allows the good bacterial growth and decomposition of the organic matter. You know, there are some bacteria, they'll be acting as excellent decomposers. So, decomposers means, you know, decomposers, they are nothing but saprophytes. They'll be taking or extracting the waste or nutrients from the dead and decaying matter. That particular procedure is nothing but the decomposition, right? See, second point is BOD removal is approximately 85% almost done here, and microbial removal by activated sludge. So after this process, what they'll do, they'll be separate the microbes with the activated sludge. So almost 80 to 90% of the bacteria is removed and 90 to 90% of the virus also removed here, right? And 5 physical components. What are those? The first one is aeration tank, aeration source, secondary clarifiers are there, activated sludge outflow line is there, effluent outflow line. In the aeration tank, oxygen is introduced into the system. In the aeration tank, what will happen? Oxygen is introduced into the system. Aeration source. Ensure that adequate oxygen is fed into the tank. Provide pure oxygen or compressed air. Secondary clarifiers. Activated sludge solid separates from the surrounding wastewater. Activated sludge outflow line is there. Pump activated sludge back to the aeration tank. Effluent, discharge effluent into a bay or tertiary treatment plant. Right? See, this is the raw water. This is the aeration tank. Here they will be supplying the oxygen. Next, clarified settle is there. So finally they will be collect the sludge treatment. Secondary procedure, actually this one. Aeration and the rapid mixing is there. Settling, collect sludge on the bottom. Trickling filters. Trickling filters are beds made up of coke, nothing but carbohydrates, coal. So what do you mean by coke actually, students? Carbonized coal. Carbonized coal. Limestone chips or specially fabricated plastic media. Optimize the thickness by insect or worm grazing. The primary wastewater is sprayed over the filter and the microbes decompose organic material aerobically. Low pathogens removed like bacteria, virus and the Giardia cyst are there. They will be removed. See, these are the diagrammatic representations of the trickling filters. When the treatment is done, effluent back to the stream after finally carbon filtration and the chlorination followed by the dechlorination. Sludge very nutrient rich applied directly to the land or a fertilizer. Next, good fuel after drying, compost is prepared. Sludge treatment procedure involves, these are the different steps. Thickening means water removal. Digestion, pathogen inactivation and odor control. See here, this is water removal, inactivation and the odor control. Conditioning means improved dewatering with the alum and the high temperatures. Dewatering, pathogen inactivation and odor control. See, dewatering means pathogen inactivation and odor control. And odor control. Next, incineration. Incineration means volume and the weight reduction. Finally, the final step is disposal. Thickening, digestion, conditioning, dewatering, incineration, final disposal. Wastewater treatment alternatives. Septic tanks, constructed lands are there. These are the alternatives. Like we have to, what are the different alternatives? First, we have to construct the septic tanks in a proper way. As per suggested measures, we have to be construct particular septic tanks. Okay, children. Let us see the procedure once again. See, as I said initially, so this wastewater treatment involves two levels of the cleaning, primary level and the secondary level. In the primary level, what they'll do, typical materials that are removed during the primary level, they are like fats, oils and the greases, like sand, gravels, rocks and all. Any floating materials are materials are there, means they'll be collected with the help of the big screeners and all. Methods used in the primary treatment: bar screens, grinding. The primary treatment, what they'll do, children, they'll be using the bar, big screens will be, meshes will be, iron meshes will be. So this mesh going to be filter maximum floating materials. Like, and next one is grinding, grit chamber, sedimentation tank, primary settling tank, chlorination of effluent is there. Primary treatment: effluents, screens, grit chamber, sedimentation tank is there. Sedimentation tank, primary setting tank, removes grease oil, fecal solid settles, floating materials rise to the surface, produce homologous liquids for later biological treatment. Fecal sludge are pumped to the sludge treatment. Primary setting tank is there. See, this is the model for primary setting tank. And secondary treatment, biological treatment, like activated sludge, trickling filters, oxidation ponds are there. Activated sludge process. So primary and secondary, I said no. Primary wastewater mixed with the bacteria rich things, sludge and air oxygen is pumped to the mixture. See, first of all, what they'll do to this sludge, they'll be adding the bacteria, then they allow the air over this. So what they'll do, so with availability of the air, we can expect the more growth of the bacteria. And so both aerobic and anaerobic bacteria may be exist here. It promotes the good bacterial growth and decompose. So with this growing bacteria is going to decompose the organic matter which is present in the sludge. BOD removal is approximately 85% done at this step. Microbial removal by activated sludge, 80 to 90% removal of the bacteria is done, and 90 to 99% removal of virus is done here. And aerobic, see, as I said, aerobic and anaerobic bacteria. Aerobic means oxygen bacteria, anaerobic means doesn't require the oxygen. 5 physical components: aeration tank, clip slide, see aeration tank is there, aeration source, secondary clarifiers, activated sludge outflow line is there, effluent outflow line. Next, see, this is the raw water, through this water is supplied, aeration tank. So here in the aeration tank, bacteria is allowed to grow. Clarifier settlers, at last to sludge treatment is there. Secondary process. From the primary process, water is it is going to be allowed to in the aeration and rapid mixing tank. See, settling collect the sludge on the bottom. Trickling filters. Trickling filters are beds made up of carbonized coal. See, they'll be using the coal over there. Limestone chips or specially fabricated plastic media. You just see the picture here. See, these are the coal. Limestone beds also there. And optimize the thickness by insect or worm grazing. The primary wastewater is sprayed over the filters and the microbes decompose organic materials aerobically. See this. So what they'll do on the surface of this coal, primary wastewater is sprayed over the filter and microbes decompose organic material aerobically. Low pathogens removal. See, almost at this stage, bacteria 20 to 90% is removed, virus 50 to 90% is removed, Giardia cyst 7 to 90% is removed. So almost nearly we can expect the removal of particular bacteria, virus and the cyst nearly 90% we can remove. See, these are the filters. Already I have shown the picture here. Next, when the treatment is done, effluent back to the stream after. Finally, the carbon filtration and the chlorination. So what they'll do, so after the filtration and everything, so they'll be, again they allowed to the filters, water is getting filtered over there. They'll add chlorine to or chlorination or dechlorination. Sludge, very nutrient rich. See, the whatever sludge is we got and applied directly to the land as a fertilizer. This sludge can be used as a what? It can be used as the manure preparation, or you can write this as a biofertilizers, organic fertilizers. So you can also composting. See, incineration. Compost is prepared with this. Sludge treatment process. First procedure is water removal, digestion. See, sludge finally in what way we are going to prepare the sludge is water removal first, pathogen inactivation, odor control. So order control, conditioning, improved the dewatering with alum and high temperatures at 175 to 230 degrees centigrade. You just see the temperature, children. Dewatering, pathogen inactivation and odor control. Incineration, volume weight reduction. Finally, disposal. Final disposal is there. Next, see, this wastewater treatment alternatives we have to be think that. So everyone, all the domestic areas like and everyone like shopping malls and all, they need to arrange their separate septic tanks for the human excreta. So these are the best alternative for the wastewater treatment. Okay children, that's all for today. Let us meet in the next class. Until that, thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you all.